Hello, welcome to Michelle Loses It. I'm Michelle. I am going to share with you what my last couple of weeks have been like on the Calibrate weight loss program. If you're interested to hear about my experience with PillPack and Calibrate and the medical team and what's going on with Munjaro, then please stay tuned. Okay, so I want to start out with the negative because I'm really trying to focus on being positive. So I want to get that out of the way and then spend the rest of the conversation being positive, forward-looking, yada, yada. So I'm going to start out with the whole subject of the Munjaro medication. So if you're not aware, Munjaro, the makers of Munjaro, have decided that they are not going to honor the coupon code that allows you to get Munjaro for $25 a month if your insurance doesn't cover it, unless you have a type 2 diabetes diagnosis. So if you've been following me, then you know that I had to switch from Wegovy to Munjaro not that long ago. So I literally just started my second level. They call it you're titrating up to the next dose. I just started that on Thursday. So I have 1 month of the second dosage, and then I won't be getting that anymore because I've just gotten an email from PillPack and from Calibrate that says that I'm no longer eligible for the coupon code. Now I can keep getting it, but I'd have to pay out of pocket, and Munjaro is about $1,000 a month. I'm not paying that. So Calibrate has messaged me and said that the medical team is working on new prescriptions for everybody, but that my insurance requires a prior authorization. So it's gonna basically be like it was at the beginning, which took April, May, June. It took 2 months to get that prescription approved. So I have no idea which medication I'm going to be put on because it sounds like from the letter that I was sent, they are going to be submitting several prior authorizations for different medications to see which one goes through. So stay tuned. I will tell you that the whole reason I joined this program was for the medication. So I am disappointed that seems to be the biggest sticking point with the program. I am going to continue on the program. Obviously, I'm paying for it, so I'm going to continue on it. I'm going to continue to be positive about it. But if you are new watching me, I didn't say it at the beginning. This is my channel showing my journey following the Calibrate weight loss program from the beginning, and I started in April. At this point in time, I would not recommend anybody new joining Calibrate. I think there are other ways to go about getting a similar type of a program for the medication. I suggest you go through your primary care physician. If I had known that that was an option, I probably would have done that and maybe done Noom or maybe even Weight Watchers or some other type of food program in combination with the prescription from my primary care. But I'm in it now. So if you're new, that's the route that I recommend you go. If you're already part of Calibrate, then let's just keep positive, keep working the program, doing lessons, meeting with coaches, and getting our movement in, right? All right. So with all that said, I have 3 more weeks of Munjaro, and then hopefully there won't be a lapse in my medication, but I have a feeling there's going to be. So we shall see. I'll keep you updated. All right, so let me just kind of talk about my weight loss so far. So I had lost 23 pounds from basically May through August. And then August is when I had the snafu with them changing the prescription provider. So it moved from, I forget who it was with before, but it moved to PillPack. And in that transition, there was a month lag time. And then when I got my new prescription, they had sent me the wrong dose. It was 2 levels up instead of the next level. And it made me super ill. So I needed to start over. And Wegovy, the early dosages are the ones that are in short supply. So they had to switch me from Wegovy to Munjaro, which took some more time. So I was without medication for 2 months. So between August and the beginning of October, yeah, so all of August, all of September, I was without medication. And in that period of time, I live in South Florida. We went through Hurricane Ian. I was without power, so I ended up going up north to Philadelphia for a month. My husband was working up there, so I went and stayed with him. So it was really during September. August, I was able to maintain without the medication. When I went to Philly in September, we were ordering every meal because we were living in a hotel. We ordered every meal out, and I gained 10 pounds in that month. Since I got back home in October and I got put back on a medication, so I'm on Munjaro, I've lost the 10 pounds that I had gained. So I'm back to my 23-pound weight loss, and very slow since I started in April and now we're in December. But I am not, if you've been following me, you know, I'm not in this for speed. I'm in this for longevity. So my goal is to steadily lose, whether that's a lot in a week or a little in a week. As long as it's going in the right direction, then I'm happy. I'm really focused on making positive behavioral changes in my life. And so that's what I'm focused on. So I mentioned in my last video that I decided to get a reward system for myself, and I ordered a bracelet, and it's a charm bracelet that I'm going to be adding birthstone charms onto for me and my husband and other important family members. And for every 10 pounds lost, I get to order a charm. So my bracelet is actually arriving today, and I had gone ahead and ordered my second charm, even though when I ordered it, I still had about 5 pounds to go to hit my 20. I knew that by the time it arrived, I would be there, and I am. So it's out for delivery, so I'll be able to show it to you next week. And I'm excited to have that and wear it on my arm and have it as a constant reminder of what my journey is about. I wanted to tell you also that I also have this second charm bracelet. And it says Action. This is actually from Keep Collective, which is a sub-brand of Stella and Dot. And the bracelet is actually silicone. And I bought each of the charms separate. And I just wanted to put a word on there that made me think every day when I saw it of what my goals are. And my goal is to take action towards better health. So that's my word, #action. And my A is blingy because I like some bling. And so I wear that every day now to help keep me focused and on my path, my journey to health. So I would encourage you to have something, you know, that some kind of a mantra, some kind of a word that helps you when you're in a place where it's not so positive. It helps you kind of ground yourself back to what your purpose is for this journey. Okay, so I'm going to insert my chart here of my weight loss journey from when I started, and you can see it's not just a smooth like down tick. There's like there's some ups and downs. Then you can see the month of September is up, and then I've steadily worked my way back down. So now I'm at the same point I was at in my lowest when I hit my lowest weight so far since I started this journey. So now it's just moving forward from there and continuing to make progress. As I mentioned, my goal is to stay positive as much as possible every day. The whole medication thing is making that a little difficult because that's very frustrating. I don't understand the fact that I can't talk to anybody about what the plan is frustrating to me, but they did say in the email not to call, not to message, because that's just going to slow the progress down. Their customer service continues to suck, but it is what it is. With that said, I have had much better conversations with my coach since I changed my attitude around that. So we had a coaching session yesterday, and it went really well. I was honest about, where I'm struggling, and we came up with an action plan, and I'm going to stick to it. My mantra is helping me to know that that is my goal. So this week's lesson was actually about saboteurs in your life. So friends and family especially family, who they show their love through feeding you your favorites. And that whole message didn't really resonate with me. I don't have people in my life that are trying to sabotage my journey. I have nothing but support, and I'm super grateful for that. My husband is amazing. My mother would be supportive if she was still here, but she would also try and feed me some of my favorite foods, but she would not get her feelings hurt if I didn't choose to eat them. My grandmother, bless her heart, if she was still here, I think it would be a bigger struggle for her if I didn't eat the favorite foods that she made for me. But with those two passed on, I don't have anybody in my life that is a struggle. Even friends, like when we would do happy hour and stuff, I wouldn't have anybody that would judge me for not eating the appetizers or not having a drink. They would just, the people in my life are just happy to spend time with each other. And so I feel very lucky in that regard. So that message didn't really resonate with me, which meant that this week's goals for the next 2 weeks didn't really work for me. So we worked on what I'm struggling with, which has been getting movement in. And I really want to focus on that. I always have great intentions, and then when I get up in the morning, I'm not feeling it. So I just have to get past that mental block. And one of the things that I read, so the previous lesson was about getting movement in. And so there's level 1, level 2, 3, 4. I think I'm in level 3. They kind of repeat lessons, but they kind of build on them. So each level has had a lesson on movement and exercise, but this lesson kind of took it a little bit further and talked about the difference between motivation and discipline. And that message really resonated with me, because you can have motivation, but motivation is kind of like a roller coaster. It goes up and down. Discipline is there to kick you in the butt when your motivation is down. And that is discipline is not something that I've been really good at. So keeping that message in the back of my head is what kind of got me up the last 2 days. So yesterday, after my call with my coach, and we've agreed that I'm going to focus on exercise and movement for the next 2 weeks. And my commitment, because we always make a SMART goal around it, is, making it measurable and attainable and all that. And not overcommitting myself to where I'll feel like I failed if I didn't hit it. I committed to 3 days a week, 20 minutes in each of those sessions. So yesterday, after I got off my call, my husband and I took Hercules for a walk. We walked around our apartment complex, which is close to a mile, which took us more than 20 minutes. So day 1 is done. And then I decided that I needed to recommit to my DDP yoga. I had talked about it last video. Well, my husband helped me get it set up so that I can, because DDP yoga, the program is on an app, which I have on my phone. And our television is a smart television, which you can download apps on, but DDP yoga is not one that is available for some reason. So he helped me figure out how to cast from his little mini tablet to the TV so that I could have it on the big screen. I wake up at 5:36 every day anyway, regardless. And I disciplined myself into getting my workout done. So day 2 is done. Now the DDP yoga, the first, they have it on a schedule. So in the app, you actually check off when you've completed a workout, and they have it on, like, what I did today was actually Sunday's workout. And then Monday is a day of rest, and then they've got it scheduled out for you. But you can of course do it whatever day you want, but you earn points on their app for every exercise that you do, when you upload your photos, when you input your measurements, when you're fully participating in the program, you get points, and the points add up, and you can get merchandise from the DDP Yoga store. So I'd like to earn a t-shirt. That would be fun. So yeah, so my husband's going to help me take all my before pictures and my measurements and all that fun stuff, and I'll input that all in the app. And I'm going to participate in that community on Facebook, and I think that will help keep my motivation going. The other thing that's helping to keep my motivation going is I did find an unofficial Calibrate support group on Facebook, and I don't participate much, but I do read a lot. A lot of the comments are about all the, the mess going on with the medication, but there are so many people who have been so successful in the program, and that's really motivating to me. So they post their before and afters, or their before and current if they're still going, and seeing all these people that are having success because they're sticking to the program and following it is just really motivating to me. So if you're on the program and you're not on that Facebook group, I encourage you to go and join. It is a private group, so anything that you post won't be seen by your friends and family that are following you on your regular Facebook page. Any comments that you make are private in that group only. And I think it's a great source of motivation and support, and everybody understands what you're going through. So if you can find it, it's actually called Unofficial Calibrate Support Group, or something very close to that. And I think the moderator's name is Helen Kim. And she's actually a great source of information about the medication. She keeps up on all that and keeps everybody informed, which is really nice. All right, so like I said, I'm focusing on movement. I'm focusing on 3 days a week for at least 20 minutes. Today I got in, the first workout is 45 minutes, but it's not 45 minutes of workout. It's showing you the 12 core movements in the program. And so each workout is a different combination of the movements, but he wanted the first workout to help you get the basics of the movement. So that's what I did today. And then I will probably go ahead and do it tomorrow, even though I'm like kind of ahead of the game. I am traveling next week. This is a great workout that I should be able to do when I'm traveling, because it's all body resistance. I think maybe later in the program you start adding weights, but the beginner 2.0 program, I think it's all body weight resistance. So I don't need any equipment other than a yoga mat, which I don't even need that, depends on what kind of, surface you're working on. So I am committed to getting at least 1 or 2 workouts done in my hotel room when I am traveling next week. All right, so then moving on to food. I'm very lucky that my husband is willing to cook a lot for me, and I don't know what the difference is, but he air fries chicken and I air fry chicken. We use the same method, and his comes out so much better. What is it, just because somebody else is cooking? I don't know, but his comes out like he gets a nice char on it, and mine don't get that nice char. So anyway, I started following this channel on YouTube called Downshiftology, and I really like her channel. I haven't watched her in a little bit, but I remember when I was watching her, she does a lot of meal prep at the beginning of the week, where she has you cook lots of different components, and then during the week she gives you recipes to mix and match those components in different ways, but all the cooking was done on Sunday. So then during the week, all you have to do is mix it together and maybe heat it up in the microwave or something. So she had talked about a cookbook that was coming out. She talked about it earlier this year. I pre-ordered it and it came in last week, and it's this Downshiftology healthy meal prep. And it's, I don't know if you can see on here, her name is Lisa Bryan, but it's free of refined sugar and gluten, which is perfect for the program. And now, not everything in here is 100% on program, but it is pretty close. And so I think I'm going to be able to use this really and get some great ideas. And everything in it is make ahead and quick assembly, which that's right up my alley. So that's kind of all I have to share on the Calibrate update so far this week. I will update you. I'll come back next week and tell you how I did my week of travel. My goal is to either go to the grocery store when I get in tomorrow evening, because I get in around 3:30 or so, so I've got the whole evening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the grocery store, or maybe even get Instacart to deliver. I'm going to get a chicken, a fully cooked chicken. What do they call it? A roasted chicken? I'm going to get a roasted chicken. I'm going to get cucumbers, bell peppers. I'm going to get all the stuff I like for my everyday salad. And I'm going to get a container, and I'm going to fix my salad in my hotel room every morning and bring that with me to the office. So I've got my lunch covered. Dinners may be a little bit more iffy. And breakfast is good because my friend and I, we hit First Watch before we go to the office, and they have very healthy options. So my breakfast will be good. My lunch will be good. My dinners will probably be hit or miss. But my plan is to be as close as possible to program all week. So I'll check back with you next week, let you know how it went. And I would love to hear in the comments, if you are on the program, what's going on with your medication? Do you have an update? Or are you on a medication that you have no problem with? What medication have you been on, and has it been effective for you? Let me know. And share some of your favorite recipes in the comment box. The one that I'm making tonight from this recipe book is it's turkey burgers, but they're spinach turkey burgers. So they've got, onions and spinach and other things in the turkey burger. And I'm gonna make my husband's gonna roast some asparagus. So yeah, we're gonna have a mostly healthy meal tonight. That's all I have to share with you this week. So let's continue to celebrate our wins, and let's get healthy together. Bye.